I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, and you make $230 million, they give you two checks. One check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on, I ain't see
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. was once seen as unbeatable, the greatest in the sport, with 50 wins, no losses, massive earnings, and a reputation built on total control. But now, that image is beginning to fall apart. With tax issues, unpaid fighters, risky crypto decisions, and even a reported $42 million real estate deal in Manhattan that may not be real, Mayweather no longer looks like the untouchable boxing king. Instead, he appears to be searching for something missing. His upcoming fight with Mike Tyson now feels less like entertainment and more like a final attempt to earn huge money before the spotlight fades. Earlier this year, Mayweather grabbed attention by announcing what he called the biggest deal of his life. Not a fight or brand partnership, but a $42 million real estate investment in Manhattan involving 62 apartment buildings, including rent-controlled units. He presented himself as a serious businessman, not just a fighter.
Real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings,
However, this is where things become questionable. Property records reveal that no transfer of ownership ever took place. Business Insider reported that none of the buildings Mayweather claimed to purchase appear under his name. At the same time, the NYC Housing Partnership stated they were never informed about any potential sale.
In a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what we do? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
What makes it even more concerning is that Mayweather's team struggled to stay consistent when asked for proof. His real estate company sent a man who claimed to be James McNair, one of Floyd's longtime business partners, but his voice did not match the actual McNair, creating serious doubt. Asterisk, asterisk.
But what's so disappointing with me, Skip? Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yachts, and you big ballin'. And you won't cut these people their money? Now, Skip, I believe that he would have taken this fight anyway. It's hard to turn down $200, $300 million, Skip. But it looks to me that a major driving force between him, because I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. He wanted the big payday.
Yep.
But deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he got himself a score. And let me tell you how the IRS works.
You have experience?
Asterisk, asterisk. The entire situation appears built on illusion. Was this deal actually real, or just another move by Mayweather to display wealth he may not fully have? Either way, it does not reflect well on someone whose image was built on money and success, an image that now seems to be fading.
you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions?
This is not the first time Mayweather's financial situation has come into question. Back in 2017, before his fight with Conor McGregor, he asked the IRS for extra time to pay his taxes. The same man who flaunts stacks of cash on Instagram was unable to handle his own bills.
Around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like
That's BS.
something.
That is
That
BS.
they said something.
Time out. He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds?
Listen,
you know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll hear your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def. So there you go. So it's exactly what the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was.
It was not a one-time issue. Mayweather has faced multiple tax liens over the years, showing a consistent pattern: flashy spending, unclear financial management, and a constant push to generate quick cash. This raises questions about the Tyson fight. Is Floyd competing or simply chasing another payday? And fans have not forgotten what happened with Logan Paul in 2021, when Floyd faced him in an exhibition match that felt more like a show than a real fight.
No, he didn't pay me at all. He didn't pay me. I think I won that fight. I think I won. He didn't knock out a YouTuber in 8 rounds.
Floyd's my homie. He's a cool dude.
Fucking tell him to pay me, bro.
How much you owe me?
Probably between 2 and 3.
After that fight, Logan Paul openly claimed for months that he had not received full payment and even suggested legal action, directly calling out Mayweather to settle the issue.
Yeah, it's honestly bullshit. Like having people who aren't a professional promotional company control where the money goes is like, we made that mistake. But, you know, it's Floyd Mayweather, so before we fought him, we kind of were willing to do whatever, and now after the fact, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot because he's a scumbag. But now that we know that, and everyone else who fights Floyd should know that, like, don't let him control the money.
Would you ever fight him again under any circumstances?
No, he wanted to. He reached out. And,
Yeah.
But, like,
No?
yeah.
What about double or nothing?
Yeah. Double or nothing. Yeah, I already got nothing, bro. So
It was fun though?
Cool. Yeah, of course.
So you're going to change the way you do business when it comes to boxing now, man?
Yeah. Me and my brother.
Thank you.
Sure, of course, yeah. I gotta go, y'all, but.
Thank you so much.
You had fun doing it though?
Oh, yeah.
I think we're done,
Most fun of my life.
Think about that. The so-called money Floyd Mayweather Jr., known for massive 9-figure paydays, allegedly could not, or chose not to, pay a YouTuber who gave him one of the easiest fights of his career.
In the ring I'd never seen before. Yo, one time I was like hunkered over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Motherfucker opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
Stop breathing.
So I couldn't breathe. I'd never seen this before. And opposite side of the ref. He knew where the ref was. He knew to cover my mouth. Straight up in the middle of the fight, I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, what the fuck? I just missed 2 breaths. Fact. Smart boxer, you know, that's the guy who's been in the ring before. He's smart. He knows his way in and out. No, I got paid. I got paid. It's not in full. Like, there's a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got a fucking jet. What the fuck, dude? I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you, Floyd.
When fighters are not paid and influencers begin calling you out, your reputation starts to suffer outside the ring.
Everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together, and What I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed.
Then there is the crypto controversy. Mayweather has been linked to several risky projects, including Ethereum Max, promoting ventures that later faced lawsuits and accusations of misleading investors.
What's going on? What's happening?
The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission even fined him for failing to disclose payments received for promoting ICOs. In simple terms, he was paid to promote coins without telling the public, and that damages credibility.
Celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So, like, what
we all know that.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like, they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically, you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. Mm-hmm. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do? Okay. Right? And you just basically...
For someone known as a financial mastermind, Mayweather continues to be involved in controversies, which brings us to the next major event, a potential fight between Mike Tyson and...
Tyson, if there were some prearrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. And they're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names. So nobody.
On paper, the fight looks historic, two legends, two icons. But beneath the hype, it feels more like desperation. Tyson is nearly 60, Floyd is almost 50, and neither has competed at the highest level in years. The money, however, is enormous. Streaming deals, sponsorships, side bets, and merchandise. That appears to be the main reason Floyd is involved. Not to prove himself, but to secure another massive payday and maintain his lifestyle.
Floyd Mayweather, why the hell did he agree to fight you? That seems like a bad decision by him.
Well, listen, I was minding my business. I'm flying my birds, tending to my children, and he's the one, he came with the sign, his name was on the contract signed already. And he was talking really bad and nasty to me, so I was like, God damn. I thought we were friends, he talking crazy.
That's got to be such a cool thing for boxing fans, Mike, to have two of the all-time legends in there. Are you excited just to see the thing of that like it was with you and Roy?
Nah, man, we want to get him, man. What you talking about? That talking crazy. Kick his ass.
He doesn't know what he signed up for.
Yeah, I thought the exhibition, he's talking crazy.
So he's like, but Mike, come on, man. He can't be doing anything to you. Like, that's a bad decision by him.
Hey, man.
Evander Holyfield is training Tyson, and Tyson seems motivated, while Floyd appears more focused on business. This raises the question, does Floyd truly want this fight, or is he simply chasing money?
We'll watch, and then at the end, bro, clip this. They're gonna go, Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather was the lamest thing I've ever seen. I can't believe I actually tuned in. That's the last Tyson fight I will ever watch. No, it won't be. People have short-term memory. They're going to forget about the last Tyson fight they saw, even though we all know what he looked like. And they're going to watch Floyd versus that. And that's precisely is why you need to do what you're going to do. Do you, dude. It doesn't matter.
Truth is, recent moves suggest a man trying to hold on. From real estate controversies to unpaid fighters, crypto schemes, and constant exhibition bouts, it no longer seems to be about greatness, but survival. Floyd once dominated boxing. Now he chases headlines, fights retired legends and influencers, and promotes billion-dollar deals that may not even exist. The aura of being untouchable is fading.
Not a big jet. 6 windows. Try 14.
Social media is no longer kind to Floyd. When a Manhattan deal surfaced, fans mocked him. When Logan Paul claimed he was unpaid, criticism intensified. Now, with the Tyson fight, many fans say they are not even interested, seeing it as two aging fighters cashing out.
Exhibition bout in 2026.
I don't know what to say anymore. This whole thing is a big sell, and it's an exhibition, and you're going to get hoodwinked again, and they're going to move around, and nobody's going to get hurt. And that's the state of boxing right now. Now you can reference, well, they've had bad blood in the past. Cool. One of them is 50 years old. He's 48, but we'll just say 50. Floyd is 50 years old. Mike Tyson is 60 years old. This isn't your normal 50 and 60 year old. This is a very weathered, hard miles, 50 and 60 year old fighting for your entertainment.
That is a stark contrast to when Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao broke records and captured global attention. Perhaps this is not just about money. Maybe Floyd is simply addicted to being in the spotlight.
Hello, cheers one, please.
Guys, we gotta go. We don't.
Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? Just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy.
Decades. He was the center of boxing. Now the sport has moved on, with stars like Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, and Gervonta Davis leading the scene.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Interview 19. So maybe Floyd is not just chasing money, he is chasing relevance. And that may say even more about his current situation. Of course, there is still a chance that Tyson fight surprises everyone. If Floyd outboxes Tyson, he might regain some respect, but only temporarily. Everyone knows Tyson is nearly 60, and this is not prime Floyd. At best, it creates headlines. At worst, it could damage his legacy if Tyson lands something significant.
Yes. Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
So what does this mean for Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s legacy? He remains undefeated, one of the greatest defensive fighters ever, and one of the highest earners in boxing history.
$100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year, over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's bullshit?
He makes very good money because I know the fight.
But outside the ring, his legacy is becoming complicated. Tax issues, lawsuits, controversies, and risky business decisions have reshaped his image. The name that once stood for perfection is now linked to uncertainty. That is why many believe it could be over for Floyd. Not because he lost in the ring, but because he is losing respect outside it. The question now is simple. Is this the end for Floyd Mayweather, or does he have one last move left with the Tyson fight?